What is up, people? Welcome into Sports and More. I am Kevin, and today we are going to be talking about the Cleveland Browns and how good their roster looks on paper. But I got a I have a warning for Browns fans, okay? First warning is do not buy into all the hype, not fully, okay? Because we've seen this in many other sports, even in the NFL. You can have the best roster. How many times have the Washington Nationals had the best roster in Major League Baseball? At least 3. And they never made it to even the World Series, let alone won anything. Last year, the Rams probably had the pound for pound best roster in the National Football League, and they made it to the Super Bowl, but they did not win. And look, I think Cleveland added obviously a lot of talent, but I'm very suspicious of first-time head coaches in any sport. And Browns fans, that's what you have. You got a first-time head coach. Look, he did good, in relief, but that was it's going to be a far different ball game this season. And I'm not down on the Browns. I think they have all the pieces to make a really good season and make a really, substantial run. It's just like every other team in the National Football League. You're only as good as your players will let you be. And look, we're in an era and a time where everybody wants to be the star, get the stats, all that junk. That's why New England has won so much, because they don't give a crap who gets the stats, who gets the any of that. They don't really care. It could be Malcolm Butler, as we've seen before. It could be anybody, Sony Michel, whoever the heck is producing, they give the ball to, and they keep giving the ball to them. And that's why they don't. Yeah, they have egos, but they don't let their ego overcome the team. And too many teams lose because they let individualism override team. Like the Raiders, for example, they're going to be terrible this year. I don't care what anyone says. Antonio Brown is our version, this era's version of Terrell Owens. Hey, he puts in a lot of work. He's a great receiver, no doubt. But the man is about himself. He's about his stats. He's about him first. And hell with the team. And that only has to be, that can be proven by just looking at last season. by him not going and playing in that final game for the Steelers. And if you have a guy like that on your team, you're not going to win. And that's what scares me about the Browns. Because Landry, he'll give up his stats. You know, I think the young guys, they'll give up their stats. Odell Beckham Jr., he ain't giving up nothing. He's going to want so many catches, so many yards, blah, 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 blah. And that is a scary part. Is he a tremendous receiver? Look, I think he's pretty good. Very good. All right, I'll give you very good. But is he great? I wouldn't say he's great. He made an awesome one-handed catch. But aside from that, he's done very little. He's been injured a whole lot. And look, he was on a bad team. So, you know, it's hard to judge him. But now he's on a good team. And will he willingly take the stats and all that and shove them to the side in sake of team? I don't think he will, personally. That's just my opinion on the dude. I think he's a me guy, but we're about to find out. So, yeah, Browns fans, I'm very much interested this year in your team, and I am going to be watching as much of the NFL world will be as to how your team does, because I think you have a very gifted young quarterback. You know, I don't care what he does, you know, as far as getting into it with TV personalities and crap. I have no time for that crap. It doesn't matter to me. But in between the lines, that dude can play. And he showed it last year, and I believe he's going to show it again this year. And you got a heck of a defense and good young defensive players. So really, it all comes down to, are people willing to sacrifice me and their stats over to be the team? Because unfortunately, in this day and age, personal branding has ruined a lot of sports teams. Because everyone wants their brand. And, you know, as a Lions fan, I'll tell you this little story. And Ndamukong Suh was drafted, and I was so happy. And then, like, I believe it was either the day that he got drafted or the very next day, he dropped something on Twitter talking about his click on this, go to his webpage. And so that dude was more worried about his brand than he was about football. And he was very talented and a very good player. And it's very sad that because look, if you play hard and if you make people realize who you are, you don't need branding. Tom Brady didn't come up with this TB12 crap until what, his 16th, 17th season in the league. Aaron Donald doesn't need a brand. Everyone knows who he is because he's that damn good. So be careful, and this is something for young kids. Don't worry about your brand. Let your play speak. People will notice you, and you'll get more attention and better attention and the right kind of attention than you would if you're out there, pushing yourself on everything, on, shows and this and that. Screw that. Let your play speak for itself. If you're a great player, you're going to be recognized. In Cleveland, I hope that's what you got. I hope you got some guys that are willing to sacrifice. I hope Odell's willing to sacrifice his numbers in order to get you to where you guys probably should be. Definitely should be in the playoffs, in my opinion. Further than that, we'll see. Anyways, I rambled and talked quite a bit in this video. Hey, if you watched it all the way through, big ups to you. If you liked the video, hit that thumb. If you want to subscribe. Don't forget to drop your comments. I want to hear about branding. I want to hear about sacrifice. I want to hear about the Browns, and it can everything I just said can equate to your own team, the team that you root for. But yeah, thank you for watching. Till next time, peace.